Revocation by Commissioner Means.
Bow our heads. Holy Father, we thank you for allowing us to be here this evening. We thank you for allowing us to be in these positions to do business here for this great county. I pray that we bring glory and honor to you and how we conduct ourselves. And may we have a great evening. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Corporal Joyner.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Members, when the board opens, please record your presence. He did that on purpose. Fashionably. He did that fashionably. Now we got 15. We got it. Has every member recorded their presence? I'm hearing myself in stereo up here. Has every member recorded their presence? Madam Clerk?
16 present, 8 absent.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We have a quorum. First order is public comment on agenda and non-agenda related items. If anyone is here that would like to sign up for public comment, you're more than welcome to do so.
Which one to get that? I'm sorry.
I'll get it. I got it, Chuck.
Drop the ball, I had one chance.
Is there anyone that wishes to sign up at all? Ain't nothing on it. Let's go. And y'all got everything on your mind or heart.
Easy.
At the end, we'll do it at the end. We'll do it at the end. Unlimited time.
At the end,
For you.
would you watch your mouth, please?
After we adjourn, after we're all gone. Okay, we'll do it. Without objection, since no one has signed up for public comment, the public comment portion of the agenda is closed. Next order is review of resolutions. Recognize Commissioner Means on item number 1.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a resolution that you all have seen several times. So, appreciate your support on it. It's just a 4-month moratorium for the data mining and crypto centers. I think we've done our homework. We've done a really good job on this, so thank you very much.
You've heard the explanation on item number 1. The floor is open for discussion. Anyone seek recognition on item number 1? Anyone seek recognition? Commissioner Hopper.
Reading this is, it's kind of impressive. But one of these days, maybe I'll make a resolution. And so I'm going to have to sit down with you to be able to write one of these things up. So congratulations on your ability to verbalize and put such things together.
I appreciate that. This was much under Attorney Street's jurisdiction now. He helped tremendously with that, so I can't take full credit. So thank you.
Team effort, so to say. Commissioner Means, recognize Commissioner Means' last word on the resolution.
That's it. Thank you. Motion motion to put that on next week, so thank you. Okay, can we put that on consent, motion to put that on consent
Sponsor
next
moves
week?
consent calendar on item number 1. Is there any objection to item number 1 being placed on consent calendar? Without objection, item number 1 is placed on consent calendar.
Thank you.
Next order, without objection. That's it? I thought we had 2. Without objection, next order, announcements. And then we're gonna do. Yeah, just gonna do announcements first. Anybody have anything? Anybody have an announcement they wish to make? Recognize Commissioner Locke, Deputy Chair.
If y'all could, just keep Chief Bellamy in your thoughts and prayers. His mother passed away. She lived in Hawkins County unexpectedly, and he was really close to his mom. Chief Bellamy is Chief of Kingsport Police Department. And I think they had the service yesterday, but if y'all could send him your thoughts and prayers, and if your mom's still alive today, love each and every day you can.
Yeah.
So that's all I have.
Recognize Commissioner Glover.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You guys will give me just a few minutes, get my notes together here. I'll jot this down.
Do I need to set
I've been, yeah, you might be able to help me here a little bit, see how good. Some sleep is my weight, but that's my fault. That's something I can control and work with. But on a serious note, I want to talk to you guys about something. And this is kind of involved me since we've done the budget. And I want to give you an example of the reappraisal and process. It won't take with a minute, Sam. I've had several calls, and I'm sure the rest of them has too, on this stuff. And the example I want to give you is, lady called, she's got a 2000. She lives in Fullview Trailer Park. She pays about $500, well, $4 something now for rent. It's going up to about $500 here in the next little bit. But the example that I want to make is, when she bought that 12 years ago, she gave $42,500 for it, brand new, 16 by 80. Okay, in 2024, for taxes, on that 41.7 was what it was appraised for. She paid $268. This year, in 2025, the appraisal on that same mobile home that's 12 years old is $107,700. And she's paying $434 this year. Now, I got thinking about that, and seriously, this has bothered me since we've done the budget, and I'm sure it has the rest of us too, because we're going to have to do something to, I don't know what it is, but we're going to have to put our heads together, we're going to have to sit down, whether we have an all-day meeting or what, we're going to have to get somebody from the State Equalization Board in here, and we're going to have to get some questions and some answers. But I got thinking about what she told me. So I called this morning, mobile home place. You can buy a brand new 16 by 80, brand new heat pump, stainless steel appliances for $95,000. Okay? Don't have living room furniture, don't have bedroom furniture. But if you buy a mobile home, they turn around and give you a $2,500 credit to go to a furniture store to buy your furniture. So how can a mobile home that's 12 years old appraised for $107,700 and a brand new one, 2025, 16 to 80, $95,000? That's brought to you, set up, brand new heat pump, everything on your property. And we got a problem. to figure out what the problem is. All 24 of us are going to have to work together, and we're going to have to start working on this before the next budget. I know it's 6 months away, and I don't know what the answer is, but I'm going to be honest with you. This lady makes probably about 20, she makes about $15 an hour, so you think about $2,250 a month or something like that at the most. Okay? Time she pays her payment and the lot rent, she's back down to, $1,000 on that, so she's got $1,250. Then she pays electric bill, whole 9 yards, and then gas, back parts to work. I don't know how they're gonna get by. So I want somebody to explain to me how, if it was a 62% average increase across the board, that right there is over 125% increase. Now, how does that work? I think that's some of the questions that we're gonna have to answer and get answers on, because I'm gonna tell you something. In the budget cycle coming up, can you imagine if there's a tax increase put on top of that for that lady? Now, when I'm talking about a space, she rents a space that's probably 25 foot wide and probably 90 or 95 foot long. That's it. She don't even own the space. This is just a tax on the mobile home itself. So, I had a guy call this morning. His mother. She barely 1,200 square foot, 1 bedroom, 1 bath house, a nice house, but last year it was 151,000 appraisal. This year he said it's 302. But tell me, seriously, I'd like for you to comment on this. If you got an answer, tell me how that if the appraisal went up 64%, how did you go from 42.5 on a 12-year-old mobile home to 107.7? How'd that work? I don't know what the answer is, but I think for the people of this county, if we want young people to stay in this county and raise kids here, I'm sorry, a mobile home is a starter home, a double wide is a starter home. A lot of people live in them, a lot of them don't have, they're just starting. And like I said, I don't know what the answer is, but I think we all need to work together and try to find out what we can do. And I told them that I would bring this up and see if we could get some answers. And I think it was about 17 other counties in the state that went through the appraisal this year, just like I think there was 18 and we were one of them. But I think we ought to find out. How did this work? Who did this? And I'm not pointing fingers at anybody in our property tax office. Nobody. It's come from down the road. This come from down the road. It wasn't done here locally. So I'm just telling you, some of these people's gonna lose their homes. They're gonna be repossessed, or they're just gonna walk off and leave them and try to do the best they can. But I feel sorry for them, and it has. I've been getting phone calls like this. I'm sure you have too. And the rest of you have. I see Mark shaking his head, and the rest of us. So if anybody can give any input on this, we've got 6 months to do something. So we need to start working on it as soon as we can and see what we can do to, like I said, if we get somebody from the state in here, get some answers, get something together to see if there's anything we can do to help them. And I don't know. But one that's 12 years old is appraised at $107,700, and a daggone brand new one, set up, delivered for $95,000, and that's the premium model. I mean, it's shingled roof, nice siding, the whole 9 yards. So I appreciate y'all listening to me, and I hope that
I'm gonna talk to the mayor about this, and I'm gonna talk to Donna about this. Maybe we can get, maybe we can get some people from the state in here, or get them up here, and we'll have, maybe have an all-day meeting, a special call meeting or something, and sit down and see what we can do. But I appreciate y'all listening to me.
Thank you, Commissioner Glover. Chairman Pro Tem Bando.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I agree with Commissioner Glover. You know, the reappraisals came from the state, out of Donna's hands, out of our county's hands. The one thing that comes to my mind is, you know, we have a couple of programs in our county for low income and for elderly. And I think something we can do is to maybe put more teeth in that and offer more incentives. Both of those programs are good, but as we know, both of them are not a lot when it comes to helping people. So I think the thing we can look at is maybe increasing the amount we can give reductions as far as the elderly program and the low income program. That's two things we have in our toolbox we can use. So hopefully we can start there and maybe find some other ways to help these people. But good point, and thank you for bringing it up.
Anyone else seek recognition? Commissioner Lee.
Personally, I both live in a, you know, everybody thinks Pine Flats has got all these big houses and all this wealth and all this stuff. Pine Flats, Blood City, and Hickory Tree are still very rural. And there's a lot of good, hard-working people that lives in that area. A lot of them, you know, don't make a lot of money. They got jobs that probably don't pay the best, but they're hard-working taxpayers, and they deserve better. And what bothers me about this is the way that, and I know that Donna's office, they send her the information how to do this, but I think we need to look at how they're coming up with these figures, and could we do something to change that to where, I know that some of the people that I've talked to has gone over here and sat down with them, and they've changed their appraisal a whole lot. I mean, they come in and they had their flats, and they done their homework, and they come in, and some of the land that they had wasn't suitable for anything, you know, if they had more acreage and it was rocky or whatever, it couldn't build a house or something on it, and they cut the value of that back. And that's, you know, when you're flying over in a drone, with a drone rather, and looking at this stuff and just measuring square footage, there's no way that you can do it. And I'm not saying, again, I'm not personal, nothing against Don, but I just think it's the way the system has set up and what the state has come, you know, gave us to how to do it. And I think that's something we need to look at is how we do it. But that ain't no way that's right. I mean, you know, with the figures like that. And I think that's something that we need to look at is how they expect us to do this stuff and the stuff that they send up here, you know, how to figure this stuff. I think that's what we need to look at. And maybe we need to get more people to go to her office and sit down and talk to her people, and figure out what you know, just like this lady, what can we do? I can't, you know, she's not gonna be able to afford this with what she makes. So look at the ways that we could, maybe the way we appraise this stuff. So that's my thoughts on it. Thank you.
Commissioner Glover.
Zane, your idea on more help for the elderly and the veterans, that program is set up from the state. It comes through Angela's office, and I mean, it's $33,475, I believe, right now. I think it's right around 34,000 or less is what you have, you know, if you make that or less, you can qualify for, but you have to have all your statements, and of course, sent in, and they have to check and certify all that, and the veterans too. But that's all well and good, but what the problem we've got is the appraisal rate. When you go from 41,700 to 1,077, that gap right there, there's no way you can recover from that. Because you went from 268 on taxes to 434. And then just think if they would have been a a 5-cent tax increase or an 8 on top of that, what they would be facing. And, I mean, that's what's so daggone scary about it is, I mean, this coming year, I mean, what we did this year, I mean, we done everything we could. We voted as commissioners, and we voted on the certified tax rate from the state, and we went as low as we could go. We couldn't go no lower. We done every single thing that we could do, and everybody knows that. And this coming year, you know, all we done was the tax rate this year, if we do, or if you have to raise taxes, that's gonna be on this new appraisal rate. So it's gonna be, you know, it could be a bad situation for a lot of these folks. And that's why we need to try to figure out how we can get it back down to a, you know, to a affordable rate. So, I mean, helping with the tax relief program, I'm all for it. If, it's like what we told Angela, if something happens during the middle of the year or something, and come back, if we run out of money, we'll try to, you know, maybe get some more to help. And I think it's helped a lot of people. But you ain't gonna have a lot left when you making this and you're paying all your bills and trying to buy food and gas and get back cars to work, you know, every week. It's just, I mean, you just can't do it. But, I mean, that's a good idea, and I think we need to talk to Angela a little bit in the next few weeks to make sure that she's still in good shape, you know, with the program. So, I'm telling you, it's a serious situation, and I want these young folks to stay here. I don't want them to move away. And a lot of them, you know, a lot of them can't afford anything else but, you know, but this right now. So, thank you.
Mr. Jones.
Commissioner Ward and I have an issue coming up. I was just looking to see if it had been put on the agenda. We have an issue in neighborhood, it's called Airport Acres, across behind Holston, beside Holston Elementary School. There's property back there, the family that owned the property where the rock quarry was got sold. The city bought it, and it's right up against their back property lines. It got sold to a group out of Florida, and now Mark and Marietta bought it. And their intent on, I think Scott can talk to the fact they raised, just about every quarter raised their, well, we're having to pay for rock. But they're wanting this piece of property to be rezoned by, and we went to a big meeting at Wheeler's United Methodist Church about it. And I thought we had a vote. We don't have a vote in this. It's BMA and Kingsport that can allow them to start blasting in this strip property. It's not that wide, but it's, that they want to do. Now we all got emails over when Vic Davis was wanting to open up a competing quarry. That's where all those emails came from, was their marketing group. It wasn't the community doing that. That's why you got 150 at the same time every day when you got them. All right, I don't know about everybody else. That's who organized that. And now they're wanting to do this right up on the property lines of some of our constituents out there. We will, when we find out what is on the agenda, we've been talking to BMA members. Hopefully we can stop it. But it's not good business for our community. I'm just saying, be aware of that.
Commissioner Hoffman.
Thank you. And specifically regarding the assessment on those trailer, the mobile home that she has, is there any differentiation between types of residences, mobile homes, stick homes, whatever, regarding the type? Because from somewhere back in my memory, there was someone made the observation that mobile homes or pre-constructed homes don't appreciate at the rate that the standard stick home does. And so if you look at what's the percent, I didn't do the math on it, the percentage of increase from 12 years, over doubling the value of the home seems to me totally unrealistic anyway. So do we have any system by which we differentiate between types of homes and that sort of thing?
That's definitely something we're gonna have to ask, the assessor's office, maybe even the mayor for that matter. I would imagine there is, but I don't know about it.
And I have another question unrelated to this, if you bear with me. I had someone approach me who wanted to buy a piece of county property. The county property is presently landlocked. He wants to buy it just to keep potential development somewhere down the road. So after the meeting, if somebody could come explain to me how, in the event that the county wants to sell something, how you go about doing that.
Happy to share that.
Secretary of War, wasn't he? Secretary of War.
Commissioner Randall?
That was a good point, Dr. Hopper. I think there is some differentiation between the different types of buildings. So next week when the planning people are here, maybe they can help us with that a little bit too. But about the tax relief, I think the minimum salaries is set by the state, but I think we set how much relief we can give them. So maybe we can look at doubling that or tripling it or something. So I think that'd be a good start. So hopefully we can work together and help people out. That's why we're here. Thank you.
Anyone else seek recognition? Anyone at all? Anyone have any other announcements that didn't got coming to me?
Where's Sam go? He went to get some batteries.
Thanks, that's what I was checking. Let's adjourn.
Got a motion to adjourn? All in favor? Aye. Without objection, adjourned till Thursday next, January 16th. Thank y'all.
I never had one of those. The school board meets at 6.
Hey, thank
Are you going up there?
See, sir. See you later. Is that working today?